Uber, Bitcoin, self-driving cars. Combine those three together, and you have the self-owning taxi. A car that is a corporation that owns itself, pays for the car lease, the car insurance, and the gasoline from the revenues it makes, giving passengers a ride, and there's not a single human involved in that matter.
We're going to chop around for a bit, probably this summer. Maybe we go down to 25,000, maybe we go down to 20,000, whatever. It doesn't really matter. What really matters is like, how is this banking crisis in the U.S. progressing? And I think sometime later this year, we're going to see another few banks almost bite the dust, and then it's going to be explicitly clear that the entire banking system is backstopped by the Fed, or Treasury. And once they do it, then all their other sycophants at all the other central banks can now follow, right? They can now do the same thing. Oh, the Fed is ended quantitative tightening and gone back to cutting rates. We can too, because we all have the same problems. We don't want to go through the same sort of market dislocations that they have. So now that they've done it, oh, it's great. Powell's doing it. Christian Lagarde can do it. UITA, the BOJ can do it. PBOC can start pumping money too. Everybody's got the same problem. And now the preeminent central bank has declared uncle and said, okay, you know what? This banking thing's bad. We need to lower rates to fix our banking system to get the yield curve to be normalized again, which is short-term rates lower than long-term rates. And that's going to be the mother of all bull markets of assets Bitcoin and crypto is going to participate in. And that's going to go, I think, sometime 25, 26. Yeah, could Bitcoin go to $1 million? Absolutely, right? There's how many hundreds of trillions of dollars of debt in the world, right? If you basically have said we're going to backstop all of it, and we no longer allow the market to price what they think the long-term rate of yield should be in the major economic blocks of the world, then sky's the limit on where Bitcoin, a very, very small asset. Remember, the door is very small.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And I come back with that video just to make you think.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And guys, we have Arthur Hayes says that Bitcoin can hit $1 million. And guys, when I first started BitMEX, Arthur Hayes was just in about every single video I did. But he talks about the banking crisis. Big bank takes little bank. And we know this banking crisis was planned 10 years ago. And we know this banking crisis is to lead us over to this new digital economy, the fourth industrial revolution. And we know the NWO is running in with a solution. The robots, algorithms, and drones taking the economy over, paying each other with crypto, and the sheep are going inside the metaverse. Blockchain and tokenization is going to cause hyper deflation. And that will allow the NWO to airdrop free money. Because remember, guys, it's real-time settlement. Nothing will be real. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And again, guys, we have AI being the topic. AI taking jobs. Guys, how many videos was I doing letting you know all the automation that was coming? Now they're in their final stage. That's the reason why they keep pushing this AI agenda on television. But then they come back and say, well, it's going to create jobs. Guys, it's not going to create jobs. That's the reason why universal basic income is being tested all over the globe, because they're going to run it in behind all these jobs being taken. So therefore, there's no social unrest. Remember, guys, they've already tested this with the C word. People sitting at home getting free money. But this time, guys, they're going to be told what, where, and when and how to buy. And they have 3 to 6 months to spend it, or poof, it's gone. And in the metaverse, guys, your brain will be downloaded. And they're going to send out that carrot, paying you to give up a lot of your biometrics. I know it sounds like a movie. But remember, guys, your life is an illusion and TV is your reality. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. You have a wonderful day.
It's day 4 of the Hollywood writers' strike. Screenwriters are bracing for a long fight as they continue to picket for better pay and job security. Among their top concerns, artificial intelligence. Writers fear the rapidly changing technology could soon replace them and maybe they have a reason to fear it. So just to test this idea about writers and replacing people, we let Google's AI chat service Bard write the next part of the script that I'm reading right now. And here's what the machine came up with. Take a look at this. Hollywood writers are in a state of panic. Artificial intelligence is getting so good at writing scripts that they fear they could be replaced by machines. The Writers Guild of America is demanding that studios regulate the use of AI in writing, but the studios are resisting. Who will win this battle? And what does it mean for the future of Hollywood? So that was pretty good, actually. That sound that you hear is producers now crying in our control room. Joining us now is David Steinberg. He's the CEO of Zeta Capital. It's a platform that offers companies marketing tools. David, great to see you again. So are we all doomed?
Well, doomed is an overstatement, but if I was a writer in Hollywood, if I was a Hollywood writer, I'd be really nervous right now. It's
why?
Because these algorithms are able to take large language models, ingest effectively the entire internet every day, and convert it into stories and narratives. And, even if it's not going to do away with writers, it's going to have the number of them that we need.
Yeah, that's a problem if you're the Writers Guild, right? But it's also a problem throughout the rest of the economy. I'm super sympathetic to writers. But it's also a problem throughout the rest of the economy, right? I mean, I've seen lawyers talking about all the basic lawyering stuff, looking up precedents, writing short scripts, doing contracts, basic law. All of that could be automated. What about accountants? What about any number of professional services occupations in this country? How many jobs do you think this thing could kill?
Well, listen, starting with the Gutenberg printing press, going to the computer, the internet, every technology that's come out that has been transformative, we've all said it's going to eliminate employment. Now, AI might be the one that really does that. This week at Zeta, we announced virtual data scientists and virtual data analysts inside of our platform that should allow our clients to no longer need to employ as many of those. If I were
That's incredible unless you're a data scientist.
Correct. Yeah, exactly.
Or a lawyer.
The hope is that, exactly, for lawyers, accountants, data scientists, it's anybody who isn't focused on creativity and bringing in business.
Yeah.
Better think about how to start using AI as a tool, or they're going to be done away with.
But I've seen people talking about AI being used to generate sales leads, to be used to contact potential sales contacts. Goldman Sachs had a report out this week. They're saying of the occupations which are exposed, most have a significant but partial share of the workforce that can be replaced. Around the world, though, in total, Goldman says as many as 300 million jobs could be affected by this. So to your point, which is historically technological change creates more jobs than it destroys, how can this technology, which is maturing before our eyes in a matter of weeks now, how can it replace more than 300 million jobs? How can it generate that? And what are those jobs going to be? There are going to be some winners here, right?
Yeah, I definitely do not think it'll replace those 300 million jobs. I think those jobs are going to have to change. The other thing is...
But even if it's just net, right? You kill 300 million, but you create 400 million, that's a win for society, right? I mean, maybe not for the 300 million. But
100%.
What kind of jobs are those going to be, and who are the winners going to be?
Sorry, we also have an aging population globally. We don't really have enough people to fill the jobs we have today. So, I think we've got to figure out technological ways to get around this. And listen, I think you're going to have a lot of jobs open up around elder care, other things around creativity. And yes, you can generate leads, Eamon, but I think it's going to be hard to close a deal. I think you're going to need people who can still, as I like to joke, do wine and steak really well.
That's good. That's a job I could do.
At Domino's, we are going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.